Hey guys, welcome back to ASMR Retro, and today I'm doing another DVD collection video. I believe this is episode number 17. It's been going on for a while, and usually I have sort of a category for each episode, like horror movies or comedy or whatever. This one's, I think, is just going to be pretty random. But yeah, we're starting off with Ghostbusters 1 and 2. G-H-O-S-T-B-U-S-T-E-R-S 1. Squiggle, 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 and 2. Starring Bill Murray, Harold Ramis, Dan Aykroyd, Rick Moranis, and Sigourney Weaver. I don't know why, what's his name? Ernie Hudson, I think his name was, who played Winston. He's not on this. He's not on the cover, but whatever. Who are you gonna call? There's the thing with the ghost. Yeah, the first one is definitely one of my favorite movies of all time. Probably top 10, maybe even top 5 movies of all time. I still remember when I was a kid and I saw it for the first time. It was one of the first movies I remember seeing. And I remember going to the video store with my family and renting it. So, good memories there. What a classic. It's like part horror, part comedy, and just a really good movie with legendary actors in it. It's too bad Harold Ramis passed away. The second one, I wasn't the biggest fan of. It was okay, but kind of a disappointment, of course. It feels like they waited just a little bit too long to make the sequel, and the magic was completely gone, in my opinion. Some people like it, but... And again, I don't absolutely hate it. There's some good ideas there, and there's some fun to be had, but again, it was just a disappointment for me personally. And don't even talk to me about any of the ones that came out after that. I don't consider canon. I don't care what, I used to think, oh man, the sequel ruined my childhood. Whether it's Indiana Jones or whatever. If I don't like the sequel, then it ruined my childhood. No, it didn't. Only you can consider a movie to be canon or not. Who cares what the director says or writer says or whatever? If you don't consider it canon, don't consider it canon. Then there you go. But anyway, let's take a look at the back here. Pretty cool DVD with the shiny slime effect. Prepared to spend some quality slime time with Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2 together for the first time in this exclusive DVD gift set. These spectacularly successful films capture the imagination of audiences around the world and redefine the action comedy genre in the process. This gift set includes 2 films, each with an assortment of outer-worldly extras and a deluxe collector scrapbook loaded with production notes, character sketches, insider info, and more. Because when it comes to supernaturally classic comedy, who are you gonna call? Sorry, I can't not do that. So there you go. There's the first set, or whatever. Okay, next up. This is an awesome Michael Douglas movie called F-A-L-L-I-N-G-D-O-W-N, Falling Down. It says the adventure of an ordinary man at war with the everyday world, a tale of urban reality. Definitely an interesting movie. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. There's some controversy, but people argue over whether he's supposed to be a good guy or a bad guy, and the answer is yes. Well, I don't know, it's not quite that simple. I don't want to spoil anything for you if you haven't seen it, but he kind of goes nuts, or at least it seems like he kind of goes nuts, and he just wants to go home to see his daughter. I think it's her birthday or something like that, but I can't remember if he's not allowed to see her, or I know he's divorced from his wife, and he gets into a lot of trouble along the way. That memorable scene where he's in the fast food place and he's like, he has a machine gun in his hand, long story, and he orders like a cheeseburger or something, and he's like so upset by that little squashed cheeseburger that he gets, and he kind of like goes nuts. But it's a pretty good movie. Consistently engrossing milestone Douglas performance. I agree with that. It's a good movie. Freeways are clogged, terror stalks our cities. At shops and restaurants, the customer is seldom right. The pressures of Foster says as he abandons his gridlocked car on the hottest day of the year. Instead, he walks straight into an urban nightmare. What? Instead, he walks straight into an urban nightmare by... What? An urban nightmare? That doesn't make sense. By turns absurdly funny. But maybe that was supposed to be but turns absurdly funny and shatteringly violent. Academy Award winner Michael Douglas is Foster, an ordinary guy at war with the frustrations of daily living. Fellow Oscar winner Robert Duvall is the savvy cop obsessed with stopping Foster's citywide rampage. Falling Down is their story, a spellbinding, unconventional thriller that asks, are we falling apart? Well said, well said. Highly recommended. Okay, then we have Taken, extended cut, Liam Neeson. I can't get into this movie or any of these movies for some reason. Maybe it's the super duper shaky camera or something like that. The editing, I don't know. I just can't get into them. I'm kind of tired of the whole revenge. Oh, someone killed my whatever. I gotta get revenge. I mean, yeah, that is. I don't know. There's a way that a lot of these movies do it that are like just so similar. There's a way to do revenge right and a way to not do revenge right. I'm not saying this doesn't do it right, but I'm just so tiresome of those kinds of stories. Unless it's like a a movie from the 80s where it's a simple revenge plot. But I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling. Maybe it's a double standard there, but they just don't do revenge like they used to. There, I'll say it that way. But maybe I should give it another chance. You know what I'm saying? An adrenaline-pumping action thriller. That rating's too hard to read from this angle, so I'm not even gonna bother with that one. Okay, next up, we have Tom Hanks in Castaway, a Robert Zemeckis film. Robert Zemeckis. What else did he do? Was it Forrest Gump or was it no, it wasn't Ghostbusters. Anyway, pretty good movie. Everybody knows this movie with Wilson. He gets stranded on the island. He loses a bunch of weight. Really, really good movie. Fun movie to watch. Good performance by Tom Hanks. A riveting adventure of body and spirit. Discover the unforgettable journey of hope, courage, and survival. Again, very, very small writing there. I'm not going to get into all that, but there you see Wilson. He sort of turns his volleyball into a companion for himself, I guess. And the volleyballs are called Wilson, or the brand's called Wilson, or whatever, so I guess that's kind of a product placement there, but yeah, pretty good. One scene that I keep forgetting, this is actually based on a true story, but I'm sure the true story wasn't quite as crazy, but maybe it was, who knows. But part that always sticks with me is when he finally gets rescued and he comes home, or not home, but he's back in civilized society, and he just flips on a light, or no, he gets a lighter, and he's he's just turning it on and off, and see how easy it is. We all take it for granted that we just have access to all this technology, but for him being alone on that island, how hard it was to just start a fire. That was always pretty interesting for me. So pretty good movie. I recommend this one as well. Then we have Pumpingiro, and Pumping Iron, the 25th anniversary special edition, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Do you say starring if it's a documentary? I don't know, bro. Well, actually, in this case, you can, because it is pretty much completely a phony baloney documentary. Like most documentaries have some, I don't want to say fakeness to it, but at the very least exaggeration. But this one is, other than, let me back up here. This is basically the story of Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was competing for his, 5th Olympia or Mr. Olympia competition or something like that. And it shows him training and interacting with the other bodybuilders. Now the competition part of it's real, from what I understand, but a lot of the other stuff was completely made up situations. He would say certain things, or out to him that feels as good as when a guy finishes. I can't say the word, but you know what I'm talking about. Obviously they actually told him to say that. He doesn't really think that. In other situations, like he was kind of a heel in this, like a bad guy. He would hide the other bodybuilder shirts and mess with their minds and stuff like that to give him an advantage. But one bodybuilder, he gave advice that when you go on stage, you should scream as loud as you can, just to screw him over. But apparently that was all like scripted or whatever, so he's not actually that evil. But maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But still a very classic movie, especially if you love Arnold and bodybuilding and all that stuff. If you do, I'm sure you've already seen the movie, but it's definitely brings back a lot of memories for me. In 1977, independent documentary movie shone a light on the world of bodybuilding, becoming a huge box office hit and creating an international sensation. It launched one man's multi-million-dollar career and changed the world of bodybuilding and physical exercise forever. Pumping Iron, starring five-time Mr. Olympia Arnold Schwarzenegger, the movie followed the 28-year-old bodybuilder as he competed for his sixth title. Highly recommended if you like Arnold, that is. Okay, then we have animated movie ICEAGE. Ice Age. Ice Age is a must-see for the whole family. Alright, good to know. Yeah, I've seen this at least once. I don't really remember. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, that's Ray Romano's voice, I think. Or is that Ray? No, I'm pretty sure the elephant is Ray Romano. I remember the squirrel always trying to get the nut and stuff like that. I remember enjoying the movie, but again, I don't remember any specifics of it. It's not a movie that I would ever intentionally watch again. But under the right circumstances, if it's on TV and somebody else wants to see it, maybe, I don't know, bro. Absolutely hilarious. 2 thumbs up by Ebert and Rupert, and that is some of the smallest writing I've ever seen, so I'm not even gonna bother to try to read that. Oh yeah, and there's like a baby or something. I guess they're trying to bring the baby back to their human family or something like that, bro. I don't know, bro. Okay. Then we have a Disney Pixar movie from the creators of Finding Nemo and Cars. WALL.E. It's called Wall-E. No, it's Wall-E. I've actually never seen this, but I have it for some reason, so that happens a lot. He looks like the robot on Borderlands. What the heck was that robot's name? Damn, I can't remember. But from what I understand, there's no talking in this movie. Is that true? There's no dialogue. That'd be pretty incredible if that's the case. But yeah, pretty cool looking robot. Kind of looks like Johnny Five from the, what's that movie called? Was it called Johnny Five? I don't know, bro. The robot, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't. Transport you to a galaxy not so far away for a new classic comedy adventure about a determined robot named Wall-E. After hundreds of lonely years doing what he was built for, the curious and lovable Wall-E discovers a new purpose in life when he meets a sleek search robot named Eve. Join them and a hilarious cast of characters on a fantastic journey across the universe. Cool. Okay, this movie is called CITYOFGOD, City of God. And based on a true story, one of the best films you'll ever see. 15 miles from paradise, one man will do anything to tell the world everything. I do remember seeing this. I don't remember anything about it other than I really enjoyed it. Really solid movie, I'm guessing from Brazil. Yeah, really good movie. But again, I wish I remembered anything about it, but I was kind of pleasantly surprised. I think I remember this character though. He was kind of like a crazy gang leader kind of guy. It's kind of interesting. Like there's one scene where they're at a party. If it's the movie I'm thinking of, they're at a party or something, and everyone's dancing and enjoying themselves. But he, I guess maybe he can't dance or he feels embarrassed to dance, and he kind of felt like left out or something. I think he starts shooting people. I don't know, bro. I can't really remember. Maybe I made all that up. I don't know. Really good movie though. I would recommend checking it out if you like movies from other countries. They call them foreign films. Is that still the proper thing to call them? I don't know, bro. Sounds wrong, but anyway, I wish I could tell you more about it. A similar kind of movie, TSOTSI, I don't know exactly how you say that. Hope set him free. Academy Award winner in 2005. A stunning film. Super small rating. I don't remember much about this. I think I remember something like he has to rob some rich guy's house or something, and obviously something goes wrong. He has something about a baby. I don't remember exactly, but again, I do remember this being a really good movie. It's nice to watch movies from other countries because you really, you mostly see Hollywood movies, living in North America, and it's a nice change, When I go to like film festivals, I'll always try to watch, which isn't often, but I always try to watch movies that are not your typical Hollywood slop. Okay, this is SLUMDOG Slumdog Millionaire, and this movie was all the rage back when it came out. I saw it once on DVD, and I don't remember much about it at all. Yeah, I was kind of like, what was that show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? What are critics saying about this year's breakout hit? Dazzling, sensational, exhilarating, miraculous. Pretty unique way to do that. Now, I don't know how authentic this is as a Bollywood movie. If it's like an American-made Bollywood movie, I'm not really sure, but I haven't really seen any Bollywood movies, so this is probably the closest thing I've come to seeing that, regardless of how authentic it is, if that made any sense whatsoever. I do remember enjoying it, but again, it's one of those movies that I couldn't tell you a thing about. A soaring crowd, pleasing fantasy, that's a tale of unswerving love. The feel-good movie of the year. Alright, I'll take your word for it. Okay, then we have Lost in Translation with Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson. Over 84-star rave reviews. Over 84-star rave reviews. That's kind of a weird sentence. Getting Lost never felt so good. Okay. Written and directed by Sofia Coppola. Was that Francis Ford Coppola's daughter? She was in The Godfather 3. What a coincidence that she got that role. But anyways, I did see this once. I don't remember much about it. I just remember like he goes to Japan or something. And as you can tell by the cover, he's depressed or something like that, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't really remember. Then we have William Wyler's presentation of Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur. Winner of 11 Academy Awards, including Best Picture of 1959. I think Charlton Heston is in it, we'll see on the back, but it's one of those like Moses type movies. Don't know if it's a Bible story, but it takes place in biblical times. I don't know, bro, something like that. Ten Commandments is a much better movie from what I remember, but this is alright. A rich and glowing drama that transcends the bounds of spectacle. The numbers speak volumes. 100,000 costumes, 8,000 extras, 300 sets, and the staggering budget in its day, the largest in movie history. Ben-Hur's creators made it the greatest biblical era epic ever. Pretty cool, epic, bro. Alright, now here's something a little bit different. It is a Tupac documentary. Tupac, Tupac Resurrection in his own words. Special collector's edition. And there he is. Obviously this was after he passed away. Okay, there you go. That looks like a shot from, what was that movie that was in Juice? I think it was called. Pretty effects are terrific. I do remember seeing this. It's kind of like a Flash Ice Age kind of thing happens. I think this is with, what's his name before I check? Well, it's from the director of Independence Day. Is that Michael Bay? I'm not sure. Who am I thinking of? Jake Gyllenhaal, I think, is in this. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's him. Holy crap, it's such a small picture of him. Yeah, I'm not gonna read any of that. Crazy. Except for this water ride. Totally cool. Spectacular. Yeah, it was alright. It was fine for what it was. And finally, for this video, we have The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, starring Brad Pitt, and Kate Blanchett. 3 Academy Awards. I haven't seen this one, but I think it's the movie where he ages backwards or something like that, bro. I don't know, bro. But yeah, there you go. Alright guys, I think I'll end the video there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.